In this session, we are going to discuss about the LCM and the HCF of the given numbers. In the last session, we discussed about the divisibility test. If you have given any number, by using the divisibility test, how do you check whether that number is divisible by 2, 3 and up to 16 we have done. Now, we are going to learn how to find the HCF and the LCM of the given numbers. In page number 3, you can see that one. Here, the first one, what is meant by the HCF. And you need, now in this session we are going to discuss about the HCF. What is meant by HCF is nothing but the highest common factor. This one we call it as an HCF and we can call this one as GCD also. What is meant by GCD? Which is nothing but the greatest common divisor. Anything is same. If you have given any numbers, how do you find the HCF of the given numbers? There are two methods to find the HCF. One is the prime factorization method and the other one is the continued division method. So here, before going to discuss that one, let us learn what is meant by the common factor. So here, before that, let us check what is meant by the factor. Factor is nothing but if you have given any number and if that number is divisible by the other number exactly, that means if the remainder is 0, then we can say that that number is a factor. So here, let us consider 12. 2 is a factor of 12 because if you are dividing 12 with 2, you will get the remainder 0. And similarly here, 3 is also a factor of 12 because again if you are dividing 12 with 3, you are getting the remainder 0. And 4 is also a factor of 12 and similarly 6 is also a factor of 12 and 12 is also a factor of 12. Right? So what is meant by the factor? Factor is nothing but if you have given any number, if you are dividing that number with the other number, you have to get the remainder as 0. Then we can say that those numbers are the factors of the given number. So here you can say that 2 is a factor of 12, 3 is a factor of 12, 4 is a factor of 12, 6 is a factor of 12 and 12 is also a factor of 12. So here like this you can find the factor. What is meant by the factor? A number which is divisible by the other number exactly, that means if the remainder is 0, we can say that it is a factor. Now here, what is meant by the common factor? Suppose if you have given some numbers. So let us consider here 12 and consider here 6. Now here, what are the factors of 12 here? You can write this one as 2 into 3. You know that 2 into 2 is 4, 4 is 12. And similarly here you can write 6 as 2 into 3. So here we have written 12 as a product of the factors and similarly we have written 6 as a product of the prime numbers. Now here, what is the common factor here? 2 is the common factor and 3 is also the common factor. So here you can find, so what is meant by the, what are the common factors here, which is 2 and 3. This is the common factor. Now if you, these are what? Common factors. Common factors of 6 and 12. Now if you want to find the highest common factor, which is nothing but the HCF, we have known now how to calculate the common factors. Now if you want to find the highest common factor, you need to take the product of these common factors so that you will get the HCF of the given numbers. Like this you need to calculate the highest common factor, which is the HCF. Now let us see what are those two methods to find the HCF of the given numbers. The first one is the prime factorization method. And the next one, which is the continued division method. Suppose what is meant by the prime factorization method here. If you want to find the HCF of 6 and 12, consider the same example. How do you find the HCF of 6 and 12 by using the prime factorization method? So here, just take the numbers and you need to write this number as a product of the prime numbers. So here, what are prime numbers? You know that a number that contains 1 and itself are the factors, we call it as prime numbers. And what is the least prime number here? 2 is the least prime number and you know that 2 is divisible by 6. So write it here, 2 3s are 6 and 3 ones are 3. Similarly, consider the next value which is 12 here. You know that here 2 6 are 12, 2 3s are 6 and 3 ones are 3. So we have written the given numbers as a product of the prime factors. So how we have written here 6 we have written as 2 into 3 into 1. So write it here 2 into 3 into 1. So here we have written 12 as 2 into 2 into 3. Write it here 12 as 2 into 2 into 3. Now here if you want to find the HCF, first you need to check what are the common factors here. What is the common factor here? 2 is the common factor and here 3 is the common factor. So here if you want to find the HCF, you need to take the product of the common factors. So here in this case here 2 is the common factor, here 3 is the common factor. If you take the product, you will get the HCF of the given numbers. Like this you need to calculate the HCF by using the prime factorization method. So here let us consider 3 numbers. How do you find here? If you want to find the HCF of 6, 12 and 24. Now here again you need to take each value and you need to write each value as a product of the prime numbers. Now consider here 24. You can write it here 2 12s are 24, 2 6 are 12, 2 3s are 6, 3 1s are 3. Now write it here. How you can write 6 as? You can write it as 2 into 3 and similarly 12 you can write it as 2 into 3 into 2 and after that 24 we can write it as 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. So here write it here 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. We have written 2 3 times and 3 1 time. So here now again you need to check what is the common factor. So what is the common factor here in this case, which is 2 and here which is 3. Now here if you want to find the HCF, you need to take the product of this common factor. So here what you get here, HCF is equal to 2 into 3 which gives you 6. Like that you need to calculate, it will have given 3 numbers. Now let us see the next method, which is the continued division method. This method was invented by the famous mathematician who is the Euclid, and you are going to learn about that mathematician in the later classes. Now see here what is continued division method. Here let us consider the same example 6 and 12. If you want to find the HCF of 6 and 12 by using the continued division method, so here you need to divide the largest number with the smallest number. What is the largest number here? 12. So here divide 12 with 6. Okay. And after that, if you are getting the remainder as 0, the last divisor will be the HCF. And if the remainder is not 0, and again you need to take the HCF of the remainder and the divisor. First see this one, 6 2s are 12. Since the remainder is 0, what is the divisor in this case, which is 6. So you can say it here, the HCF of 6 and 12 is 6. Like that you need to calculate. Suppose if you have given, if you want to calculate the HCF of 12 and 24. Similarly here if you want to find the HCF, so you need to divide the largest number with the smallest number. So here 24, 12 2s are 24. Since you are getting the remainder as 0, what is the last divisor here in this case, which is 12. So you can say it here, the HCF is 12. Like that you need to calculate. In the both the conditions we got the remainder as 0. Let us consider few examples such that you are not getting the remainder as 0. Now here consider some examples. Let us consider 12 and 16. If you want to find the HCF of 12 and 16, what is the first method? You need to divide the largest number with the smallest number. So divide it 16 and 12. You know that 12 ones are 12. What is the value of 16 minus 12, which gives you 4? Here you can observe that the remainder is not 0. If the remainder is 0, then we can say that this one is the HCF. Since the remainder is not 0, again you need to divide this remainder with the divisor. So what is the divisor here? 12. So again divide it. What will get here? 4 3s are 12. Now you are getting the remainder as 0. So what is the last divisor in this case? Which is 4. So we can say that HCF of 12 and 16, which is 4. Like that you need to find if you have given any numbers. Let us consider 3 numbers. So how do you find the HCF by using the continued division method? You need to divide the largest number with the smallest number, and if the remainder is 0, we can say that the divisor will be the HCF, and if the remainder is not 0, again you need to divide this remainder with the divisor until you have to get the remainder as 0, and the last divisor will be the HCF of the given numbers. Now see it here, if you consider 3 values, let us consider 12, 16 and 18. If you want to find the HCF of these 3 numbers by using the continued division method. So here let us consider the first 2 values first. Now what is the greatest number, which is 16 and 12, and here 12 ones are 12, you are getting the remainder as 4. Since the remainder is not 0, you need to divide these 2 values so that you are getting the remainder as 0. So what is the HCF in this case? HCF of 12 and 16 is nothing but the last divisor here, which is 4. Now we have calculated the HCF of these first 2 values. Now we got the answer, which is 4. Now you need to divide this and this. That means you need to find the HCF of 4 and 18 so that you will get the HCF of these 3 numbers. That means if you have given any 3 numbers, first you need to find the HCF of the first 2 numbers, and after that you will get the HCF, and with that HCF again you need to find the HCF of the result and the third number. Now find the HCF of 4 and 18. You know that 4 4 is 16, right? And you are getting the remainder, which is 2. And since the remainder is not 0, again you need to divide these 2 values. So you are getting 2 2s are 4. Now which gives you the remainder 0. So what is the last divisor in this case, which is 2. So the HCF of these 3 numbers is 2. Like this you need to find the HCF if you have given more than 2 numbers. So what is the process here? First you need to divide. First you need to find the HCF of the first 2 numbers, and you will get some result, and with that result again you need to find the HCF of the next number. Like that you can calculate the HCF by using the 2 methods, which is the prime factorization method and the continued division method. Now write these definitions here, what is meant by the HCF and what are those methods. HCF is nothing but the highest common factor. So here, how do you find the HCF? The HCF of the given numbers can be calculated by taking the highest of the common factors. Highest value of the common factors. And how many methods are there? There are 2 methods to find the HCF. Which is the prime factorization method. Let us take one example here. How do you solve in case of the prime factorization method? For example, if you want to find the HCF of 12, 16 and 18, just you need to take each term. So 2 6 are 12, 2 3 are 6, 3 1 are 3. Similarly here for 16, 2 8 are 16, 2 4 are 8, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are, and after that again you can write 18 as 2 9s 18, 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3. Now write it here. How do you write 12? You can write it as 2 into 2 into 3, and similarly 16. How many 2s are there? Which is 4 2s. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, and after that 18, 2 into 3 into 3. 2 into 3 into 3. So here you can observe that only one is the common term here. So here what is the HCF here? HCF of 12, 16 and 18 is 2. Like this you can find the HCF by using the prime factorization method. Now what is the second method, which is the continued division method? Continued division method. So how do you solve it by using the continued division method? Consider here one example, the same example. Let us find here 12, 16 and 18. Before also we have done the same thing by using the prime factorization method. We got the HCF as 2. Now write in this condition. First we need to find the HCF of this one. You will get 12. Since the remainder is not 0, you need to divide. Now you got it here. HCF of what are those values? 12 and 16 is 4, which is the last divisor. Now again you need to find the HCF of this 4 and 16. So here HCF of 4, and what is the next term, which is 18. So here again 4 4 is 16. You are getting the remainder as 2, 2 2s are 4 and 0. So what is the last divisor here, which is 2. So we can say here the HCF of 12, 16 and 18 is 2. So here like this you can find the HCF of any given numbers. In the next session we are going to discuss about the LCM. From this session is complete.